fine. Totally on time. Totally prepared. What? Flava, hi. And we got Liz and McDougal, of course. Hello, friends. Friends and moderators. The studio is a disaster. Would you like to see? Today's a fix the studio kind of day. Oh my gosh. This is my look at that. Yikes. This is what happens when I have like a big weekend. Terrible. Tally ho! And Sassy Girly, hello, friends. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good time zone. Here's my desk. How can she get any work done? Haha, she doesn't. Don't worry about it. Oh, the floor's not so bad over there. I mean, like, I can see floor, so that's an improvement over what it could be. Over what it could be. It could be so much, much worse. Yeah. No, we're having a good day. I had a good weekend. I hope you had a good weekend. Looks like a good time was had. My hands are very sore in a good way. Not in like a I might be injured, but in like a I worked. I worked. K-pop fan mom, 35 months. Thank you so much. I'm feeling it. I moved my I have to move this to the side. I filmed a few of the Pokemon, like what's that Poke or who's that Pokemon things over the like on Thursday, Friday. Oh my hand. Liz! I'm so excited. I hope they don't like melt in the heat. You know what I mean? But like if they do, I'll just put them in the freezer when I get them, and then they'll be fine. Not a mess. Not a mess. A souvenir. I love it. Oh, oh. I know. 35 months. Thank you, K-pop fan mom. You are the greatest. 35 months of the delight of watching the people we raid into struggle with your username. Cookies! Will you allow cookies? Yes. So excited. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I mean, it just would be just the chocolate that would like melt. But also, again, I'm never mad at like a mint chocolate thing from the freezer is like it's great. I heard somewhere, and maybe you know what, Liz, you're the person to answer this. Because it may be apocryphal might not be the word, but it might be a lie. But that capsaicin heightens your sensitivity to heat and like emulates like that's why you eat something spicy and you're like it's hot. That's why like hot is the word that is used for that. And but that menthol does the opposite, that it heightens your mouth's sensitivity to cold or like gives you a cold sensation, even though obviously it's not like a temperature thing necessarily. And frozen thin mints. Oh my gosh, frozen York peppermint patties. Stop. When I bite into a frozen York peppermint patty, it's like I'm eating a delicious candy, and I am. It's just like that. C is for cookie. Yes, MS Gamer. Cookie, cookie, cookie. I am a cookie monster. Like, yeah, yeah. Like, what Muppet am I? I mean, Cookie Monster is a really solid argument. Like, you could make a case. They activate different receptors. Activates your pain receptors, and people are into it, which is like, I mean, that's humans, maybe. Okay. Let's see. Let's turn this way a little more. And then I got to push both of these out. I had them pushed in because for the Pokemon video where I'm making I'll show you what I do. I have the camera here, and then I push my table forward. It's not quite forward enough to balance the camera. There we go. And then, no, there. Yeah. And then I'm kind of making the balloon in this framing. So like I push them in so you could still see them in this framing, the curtains, so that it's like still my set. But when I've got the camera back on its normal position, it's not good for that. Borkware, yeah, 7 months, yeah. Thank you, Borkware. In this, the 7th month of the year. I love it. Also, we went to a birthday party for a classmate of my son, and I wrapped his present on my desk in the studio. How did I wrap it? Well, I cut apart a gift bag and made wrapping paper out of the gift bag. Because why not? But then I just left the garbage on my table. Because that's the manner in which we roll. Put this in a trash thing. Okay, so I have a lot of like tidying to do. But I'd love to hang. Oh, I did stream in art. I meant to stream in just chatting because I don't plan on doing too much art today. But with my hands, yes, Flava, that's exactly how. Makes you perceive that you're in pain, but the menthol cooling ones are a totally different receptor. No, I get you, Liz. So we're actually creating technologies that can be added to food and beverages to imitate those effects without actually needing to use chili or menthol. Shush. Hang on. Okay. I'm like, I can't have this conversation from over here. I need to get front and center. So what is the thing? Oh, you can't change. Oh, rats in a basket. Oh yeah, does Liz not have an editor role? Liz, you should have an editor role. I'm sorry. There we go. If I remember, Liz, I will activate that for you because you should absolutely have that. Okay. So what am I talking about here? So okay, wait. What do they add it to? Is there a product that we would be familiar with that would have one of these other is it chemical technology? I need to know. Oh, just chatting. Hey Nathan. Hey Nathan, how's it going? Oh man. Yeah, I so the Smurfs movie is opening wide release on Friday. But I was hired to make balloons for the premiere on the Paramount Studios lot. I have all of those pictures in my phone and not ready to. Oh, can I? Okay, I can't do screen sharing with this, but that's okay. It's fine. Carpal tunnel's annoying. Oh no, that is like seriously one of my worst fears is carpal tunnel. I do not have it. Knock on knuckles. I have been told, and I'm not sure if this is true, that because what I do is not repetitive motion, that I'm not as much at risk as someone who's like typing all day in the same position. What do I know though? So amazing. Yeah, no, it was super duper fun. And the great thing is, so it was an event with like 800 people they're expecting. And, like, look, I'm good, but I'm not like light speed fast when I'm making good stuff. So what we had to do was submit pictures of some options of Smurf designs that would go pretty fast. And so I did. I designed a Smurf that went together within like 3 minutes. I think I timed it at 3 minutes and 15 seconds for the boy Smurfs, and 4 minutes and 15 seconds if it was Smurfette, which, let's face it, Smurfette is, Smurfette is Rihanna, so like, popular. I did not get to meet Rihanna, sadly, but I will tell you all about that. I did get to see Nick Offerman. I just walked past him. It wasn't. He actually waited until the. Oh, I'm doing a bad job of explaining how this thing went. I should go in like the timeline, right? RC, RC, hello, hello. Yeah, I have heard that as well, Nathan. I've heard that as well. Oh, he's so good. I'm so glad. What a delightful arc. Like, you're married to Megan Mullally, who is like, has been an icon and like super famous since like, the 90s, right? And you're like a supportive partner. You are also a comedian performer, but she's the one who's like really achieved that like pop culture status. And you're just like, hey, I'm here. I support you. We're doing this. And then he has this like amazing rise to prominence with Parks and Rec, and now he's used that to like launch into so much else. And you couldn't happen to a nicer guy, You installed an outdoor fountain in your living room. RC, is this recommended? Tell me there's some kind of like, you have fail safes in play. Do you have a downstairs neighbor? Clients expect everything to be done yesterday. Oh, yet it is. It's true. It's true. They do indeed. But it worked out. Like, it worked out really well, and I'll explain all about it. The icy cereal. I did not, Liz. Is it still out? Because that's something I would like. I would get to try. I had an icy yesterday. Guess what color? Blue. Smurfs. They had ices. They had. It's so funny. We come out. Man, I'm telling this in all the wrong order. But we're done with our work. There were 3 other balloon artists who are all my dear friends, and we were kind of like hanging out. And the event planner's like, "Go get an icy," and then she's like, "But can you, Shana, make me some balloons just in case Rihanna comes by? Because there's like a rumor that she might come late with her godson." And so I'm like, "Okay, I'll make some balloons." And I tell Rob, the balloon guy who was also on the job with me, I'm like, "Can you get me an icy?" He's like, "Yeah, what flavor do you want?" I'm like, "Well, obviously blue." And he comes back, he's like, "There are 4 blue flavors." So I got the Smurf Berry Blast. Oh, we gotta stretch, we gotta hydrate. Thank you, OMG. OMG, a viewer, so kind. And I didn't have my redeems queue opened up on my computer. So hang on, let me do that. Shana. So unprepared. Unpreparedness is the brand. Oh, and I have a hydrate from K-pop as well. K-pop, I'm so sorry. You are a dear. Looking out for me. I got to double hydrate, do some squats, and do a stretch. Oh my gosh, I'm so behind. Don't get this out. It was limited edition. What else you can disclose? Yeah. Don't violate any NDAs, Liz. Yikes. I don't want that. I don't want to jeopardize your professional integrity. But I would be curious if there was could the mic be louder? Yeah. You know what? That's weird. Every time it's fine. Check. That's a little too loud. Hey, my problem is my voice is very sometimes it can be very loud and sometimes it can be very quiet. There's like a lot of variation in how I present, which is what condensers are for, I think, or compression is for, not condensers. It's fine, Shana. It's fine. You don't have to be an audio engineer. I'm going to move my backdrops because they're bugging me. But I'm right here. And then I'm going to do the thing. And Liz said, it was 7-Eleven day. I was supposed to have a Slurpee. I didn't. Oh, rats. Rats. Can we hear the music? I'll bump that up a little bit too. This forward a little bit. And there. And then I need to move the light back behind it. This studio's getting a little. We need to just do a full-on overhaul of the. We moved a lot of things out of a closet recently, and of course, where did we move them to? This room, because this is kind of like a catch-all room, but also catch 'em, gotta catch 'em all. Really makes a big mess, or it doesn't leave a lot of room for, like, you know, walking, which in theory is important. Hi, kitty kitties. It does make a fun little exploration jungle for the kitties. So it's this one, yeah. There we go. Stay. Beautiful. Now what I've got to do is get this table cleared off. This table is a mess. It's fine. It's fine, right? Right? Audio well sounds good to you. Good. There is a lack of kittens. You're right. I mean, there's not. They're around, but there's a lack of them on screen for sure. Your downstairs neighbor will probably text you if the 10+ gallons of water comes out of the tank into their living room. Ah! Jiminy. Slurpees. I don't know if I've had a Slurpee in a long time. I think Icy was the one I used to always get because those were the ones in the movie theater, and that was like when I would ever get them. We never really went. Like I grew up in Ojai, small town. We don't have like 7-Elevens on the corner. It's very much like a no chain anything. I mean, like the outskirts of town where I kind of lived, there was like a McDonald's and like and there have been like some creep since I've left. There's been some like corporate creep. I remember there was like a huge kerfuffle when they like approved a new sandwich shop to open downtown, and then it was revealed that it was a Jersey Mike's. Oh, the horror. Oh, the pearls that were clutched. It was fine. Everybody lived. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, everyone survived. Oh, Icy and Slurpee are the same thing. Slurpee's a rebrand of Icy. I feel like we talked about that before, didn't we? Because we made like the Icy Bear, didn't we? We've reached the stage in my streaming career where I can no longer recall what percentage of the balloons. I don't know. We'd have to do a test, but yeah, no, I'm yeah, Icy Bear. Okay, yeah. Okay, so yes, I did have an Icy, not a Slurpee, but apparently they're the same thing. Circle K. Your brother-in-law would meet you at work and you'd stop at the corner for Slurpees on the walk home. That's sweet. I love that. It is amazing how these like products can kind of insinuate themselves into our memories, our sweet precious memories. I don't have a hydrate jar yet, but I bet Mr. Sharp will bring me one. So I will do the hydrates. Let's all do some squats now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to hold this one. Walk like this to find the cheap bagged cereal. Beautiful. 10 squats. I did that and then a stretch. You know I need the stretch right here today. Because for the Smurfs event, 800 guests expected. This is how they broke it down. I was working from 12 to 4. But the first guests arrive at 1:30, which is interesting. You don't usually get to a gig an hour and a half early. I mean, you might get there early, but you don't start on the clock an hour and a half early. But it's just, Mr. Sharp, thank you. Yeah. Mr. Sharp's still working on stuff. He'll join us soon. He is here. Mini Sharp is at his day camp. Wait a second, Flava. You can crochet reusable Swiffer pads? That makes sense, but I love it. I'd never thought of that before. Brilliant. Okay. That was hydrate number 1 for K-pop. I'm going to do another hydrate too. Thank you, K-pop. And you just throw them in the washer dryer. How do they is there like a lip that goes over the edge of the Swiffer base? Or like how does it attach? I believe you. I think that's a brilliant way to do it cuz like, reusable's awesome. Crochet water balloons? What? I'm so interested. Yeah, I don't really do like an 8 glasses a day thing. I just do a whenever I think about it, I should drink water because I mostly don't drink water nearly enough, Little pockets that slip over the sides. Fantastic. I love that. Okay. So, back to clearing the table. So, the gig was at the Paramount Studios. They were doing a whole installation, right? They had like a little Smurf village, like photo op. They had, like a glitter makeup station. They had. I wish I had access to the whole event deck. I wonder if I can request it now that the event's over, because I just want to like show you guys all the cool stuff. But there was balloons, obviously. Obviously, food, drink, mini sliders and stuff, which is like obviously for Smurfs. You want like little tiny things. And for just like large public events, you want little tiny things because they're easy to carry around. But so we were there from 12 to 4. The actual event began at 1:30, where they have the VIPs come in. They had VIPs, about 50 VIPs coming in at 1:30. And then at 2, they have 750 people coming in, and about half of which would be children. So they wanted us to make sure we had enough balloons for pretty much everyone. But then the event planner's like, so the movie, the actual screening of, like you're here for a premiere. It's not just to like dawdle about and enjoy all the fun activations. The movie began at 4 p.m. 2 p.m. is when 750 people come in. And she's like, probably most people will be getting there at 3 because people don't expect. They're like, "Oh, I'm going to a movie premiere. The movie starts at 4. I probably don't need to get there at 2." That's a lot of time to just hang out. But people don't realize maybe like how much stuff, how many activities and you know, photo ops and all the stuff that they have available. So people just don't come early, and so they arrive, kind of later, and then still want to get everything. So it's like we're there for 4 hours, but it's that last hour that's really the crunch of like all the people coming. So it's like even though there are times when we didn't have much of a line at all, don't go slow because we just need to be working on pre-made balloons. Pre-made balloons, we made 150 pre-made Smurfs before the event. I made 75, and Shelly Ann, my dear friend, who is an Orange County balloon artist, her company is called Wild About Balloons. She's on Instagram, Wild About Balloons LA. She made 75 as well. So, the thing is, with like a 3.5 minute balloon, splitting the difference between, because we were making 50% Smurfettes, 50% generic blue boys. That's like 4.5 hours of straight twisting at least. And I think I didn't go as fast as I could. So it was probably closer to like 5.5 hours of twisting the night before. So I was up, because I didn't start early enough. I was up until like 5 a.m. making these Smurfs, and then woke up at like 8:30 a.m. to get ready, to get my stuff all ready to go pick up one of the other artists, Rob the balloon guy. Left my house around like 10:20, and then got to the studio at 11:30 so that we're there on time to start at noon. Make a bunch of balloons until 1:30 when the guests started arriving. Make balloons for everyone, and then it really was this huge crush of people that came in like at 3 p.m. And then here's the kicker: they cut off our line at 3:45 p.m. They didn't cut off our line at 4. They wanted to kind of close all of the activities down so that people would go into the movie theater. Because that's the thing, is like everyone's like, "Oh, well, I want to get this, I want to do that." And it's like, the movie's starting, and if you're not, it's a little gauche to go to a premiere and like enjoy all the fun stuff and not be in your seat when the movie starts, right? Hey, Dave Aruski, how you doing? Oh no, sad. Doxy, I am having a good day, thank you. Yeah, no, there's a new Smurfs movie. How many Smurfs movies have there been? I want to say this is the 3rd Smurfs movie. I think they are all complete reboots. Like none of them are related to the previous property, in my understanding. I think the character design in this Smurfs movie is the best. We have a little follow, a new friend. I love it. They're like two hot pads in the shape of a balloon sewn together. You put them in a bucket of water and then you chuck them, and they're supposed to be less painful than regular water balloons. Oh, so like the shape of a balloon, like a 2-dimensional outline of a balloon with like the little nozzle. Oh, that's cute. Yet it is. I like that a lot. Google's telling you this movie's coming out on the 25th. That's interesting. Google told me it was coming out on the 19th. Is Google giving us different answers? I don't know. But the premiere on the studio was yesterday, and it was fun. It was great. We moved the line because we had those pre-mades. The line moved fast. We had options for balloons. You could get a Smurfette. You could get a generic blue boy, which is basically just like a male Smurf. I had to watch myself because I'm like, do you want a Smurfette or a regular Smurf? And I'm like, That's the Papa Smurfiarchy talking right there. 1925. What? I love it. I love it. So yeah, we gave out a ton of balloons. The line moved along fast. We made Smurfette, Smurf, no Papa Smurfs. I don't know. No Papa Smurfs at all, which is good because he's actually more complicated to make with the beard. A mushroom, a flower, or a butterfly. Because like Smurf Village has a lot of that kind of stuff going on. Green Bam, 50 months. Shaboom. Thank you. You feel like you should have something important to say for such a big slash round number of months. So, hi back at you, Green Bam. You know, it's so funny. Jenslyn's had the same thing to say where she's like, I was trying to like make a pithy comment and I don't, hi, 50 months. Here's to 50 more. Thank you, Green Bam. Variants, you are a blissful trans retreat in the woods. I love that. A very special place surrounded by generations of queer history going back to the early years of gay liberation, relaxing and frolicking with the girls and swimming in the river every day. That sounds so nice. Oh my goodness. I love it. Carrie Fisher's daughter was in this movie, in this Smurfs movie. Cool. This is important. Oh my gosh. Transylvania. It works. Oh, I love it. Okay. We're cleaning up my table because it's pushed real close to the thing, and I don't want it to be. So, yeah, it was great. We worked the event. Everyone was happy. Everyone, got their balloons, their flowers, their mushrooms, their Smurfs, and a lot of it was like influencers who, like, I don't recognize. But like kid influencers, a lot of it's a kids movie. And it was just like very fun. And I love anytime I get a chance to work with a bunch of artists that are good. Not that I, like, that sounds very gatekeepy. Like, I don't like to work with artists who are bad, but no, you know what I mean? Like, it's nice when you know that all of the artists on the job are like at the level where they can recreate anything that you're creating. Also, there's a limited menu, so there's like not a ton of other things we would need to do. Stocking my bag for the event. And they're like my good friends from like way back. So it's fantastic. And then I left some pre-made Smurfs for Rihanna. I don't know if she ever got them. She might not have. She might not have come to the event. Which, hey, her prerogative. There was like a Fenty exhibition there. I didn't get to see all of the fun things because I was working, but they had a dance party like area, little dance floor, like one of those infinity floors where like there's the mirrors and the lights look like they go down forever. Little dance floor and DJs playing music, a lot of Rihanna music. And the DJs were all like 14 to 17-year-old girls. Like all teenage girls doing the DJing, which I think it's a company that like does that. I think like DJ mentoring for young girls because it's so not a there's a lot more male representation in the field, shall we say. So that was really cool. The DJs were very sweet. They were very excited to get balloons. Many sweet transvestites. Yes. The sweetest. Trademark it. Yeah. You've got a name. Maybe you can give it to someone. Okay. And what's this? Trash? Cool. Oh man, I was so stressed out because the the Smurf design that I came up with uses a blue 360. Guess what balloon so many of the distributors around me were out of? I'm blue, yeah, that's it. Not a lot of blue balloons. So we had to kind of like scavenge and source from various brands and distributors, and I'm still, barely contained rage at the the product situation in the balloon world right now. Whatever. I mean, I guess I'll survive. I can improvise. That's what I do. But we ended up getting it covered. But the funny thing was, I was so stressed out about these 360 balloons. I was like, oh man, we got to have them. Where are we going to find them? I didn't even pay attention to the fact that we also use yellow 260 in the Smurfette design, and I was really low on those. But that's the nice thing about working with 3 other artists is you can always just like yoink one of their balloons, which I did. There were Smurfs to be made. Come on. And you left me hanging. I don't do strongly worded letters, Green Man. What I do is passive-aggressive comments on Instagram posts. I think we're going to see those have an effect any day now. But there's like a company that like made an Instagram post that was like, look at these new colors. You asked, we listened, new color balloons. And I'm like, cool. I'd love to see them in 1 and 360. And then someone like another, the new catalog is out for 2026 because like they're announcing their products now. And I was like, hey, I'm a little bummed there's not a lot of 1 and 360s. What happened? You used to love us. You used to love the Twisters. And they're like, we still do. I'm like, cool. Actions, not words. So I bet they're really, oh boy, do they feel chastised. And they're going to probably make sweeping manufacturing changes any minute now. Any minute now. What can you do? Just keep trying. Just keep trying. I did get to use some scraps, some balloon scraps in my pre-made Smurfs, so that was nice. So now I know there are not a lot of yellow or white scraps in my scrap bag. Well, I can put some more in there now. Let's see, these are all scraps and loose balloons. I also tried to make, this one is like a little bit sad and deflated now, but I made a Vulpix. Someone mentioned Vulpix when I was talking about Pokemon. One of their eyes deflated, but this is Vulpix has 6 tails, which again it's tricky. But I tried to do it this way. So there are 6 balloons here. So if I just have this off to the side, I think that looks Vulpine, Vulpixy enough. Obviously, we'll do the nose, and the eye won't be shriveled, and I'll probably use the more of the olive green for the eye, but I didn't want to waste it for a run through. And then the other one I tried to who recognizes this Pokemon? Because I don't remember its name, but it looks like a little like shelled creature with like Who's that Pokemon? No, really, who is it? Because I don't remember. That's my video. Charizard. Look, everybody loves Charizard. Everybody loves Charizard, okay? And I will get there, but I kind of want to make like a bunch of like less super popular ones first. I want to start from the 151, the original list. Twist them, gotta twist them all. Well, not all of them. There's Growlithe, looking cute. And of course, my Meowth. I did do the extra, the two what do you call those? Head whiskers? Horns? I don't know, but I made those on that one. So I recorded the Ghastly, the Growlithe, and the Meowth. Ghastly. Psyduck is absolute fave. I think Psyduck will make it in that series. Not the series Pokemon, not my series. You know that Psyduck has a real future. Real star quality. Pinks there, okay. Put these away. These are Chrome Buddies. More pinks, some purples. This is my math. I say 425 balloons we needed. 375. 272 balloons that we could. This is look at this is how I do math. This is how I do small business. Which is to say, poorly. I'm a great artist. I'm a terrible business person. But I will say the amount of pre-mades that we had was almost exactly perfect. We gave away every pre-made balloon. There wasn't like a pile of like too many left over. And also we pretty much gave out balloons till the very end. Like there are few people that came up after the line were closed and they're like, "Oh, can I get one?" And we were able to just hand them the leftover pre-mades. Only maybe 2 or 3 people were like, "Sorry, the movie's starting. You should probably go see the movie." And it was fine. If someone's going to wait until like 3:50 to get a balloon, I'm kind of like, either you were here on time and you saw the line and you thought, "I don't want to wait in that line," then you made your choice, or you arrived late, in which case no balloon for you, you know? You get it. These are trash. Oh, I need to get more, I guess what I just realized I ran out of my glue dashes. I was like pulling on and I'm like, "Oh, we're at the end of the roll." That is my one complaint about these. What would be nice is if when you were at like 1 or 2 rotations around, because there's like the way this box is, there's like a cardboard circle in here and they're all wrapped around it. So you just pull. But it's like receipt paper, you know, when it turns pink and you're like, "I need to order new receipt paper." They don't do that. It just all of a sudden runs out. So I need to get some more you glue dashes. This is enough to last me. I got plenty, but I got to remember to buy these. So I'll put this here so I remind myself, AKA so I can forget about it entirely. Yeah, like the people who go to a restaurant 10 minutes before it closes, 100%. Like, look, I think it's no problem for you to ask, but you can't be upset when the answer is, "I'm sorry, we're all wrapped up here today." You can't just be like offended and like, well, I want my free balloon." Like, no. 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 Sorry, friend. This is a teaching moment. And I need some more Eddings 750s. But that's fine. That's the life of an artist. The paper should change color. Thank you, K-pop. You get it. Your daughter loves Clodsire. Is Clodsire one of the original 151, or is it a a further generation? I don't know why. I'm like, at first I'm like, I'm gonna stick to the original 151, and then I'm like, why am I doing that? I think in my mind, it's weird in here. I was like, then maybe there's a chance that I could possibly do all 151 and then do the poke wrap. Not like actually wrap it, but you know, do the thing where I have like all of the Pokemon. I don't know. I don't know that I'll ever do that though. That's because I was looking through the original 151, and there's quite a few quite a few Pokemon that are not the most balloonable. You know, there's ones that are like that might be an interesting thing if we just like scroll through pictures of the Pokemon and like talk about why they are or aren't balloonable easily. Scissors, Caesars. Clodsire is a newer creature, a ginormous happy salamander. Oh, that sounds fun. These are rounds. They're like all of the various linking balloons and some other. This is like just a random bag of balloons. I have too many of those. Balloons? No, random bags of balloons. These are 160s in pearl green and white. Which is good for like Christmas time. Well, it's better. It's better around here for sure. Okay. This was from wrapping the present. This is a headband. Went through a lot of headbands. Those white plastic headbands. Let's see. This is tape. Put that there. A couple of 160 pumps, a 260 pump, some black markers. White marker. I need to toss the ones that are. I'm so bad about that, you know? Like if a marker goes bad, I'm like, this one's bad. And then I put it on my desk. And then when I clean my desk, I'm like, oh, let's put this with the markers. So I just put it right back into the area where I would be grabbing for good markers, and they're not good. So ADHD. It's very fun. Come join us. Hair game on point. Richie! How kind of you. I'm actually literally, you know why? Do you know why my hair game is on point today? I'll tell you exactly why. Because today I made an appointment to cut my hair. I made an appointment. It's not for today, it's for Thursday. But on Thursday, I'm going to go get my hair cut, and that is when your hair is like, oh, it's time to look fabulous. Oh, are we going to go cut it? Time to look good. But it is getting a little fluffy in the back, I would say. Little long on the short and long here. Like when I wear like sunglasses, I just kind of like slide it over my ears, and then I end up with like these little weird tufts that come out of the side of my head. I'm like, maybe it's time to clipper that all nice and short. And like I go crazy short because not crazy short, but like I really take it down because I don't know, I really like my my hair salon, and but like, you know, it's pricey. I believe in paying experts good money for what they do, but I can't get it cut like every month. So I am like, get it really short so it'll last 2 months at least. It's fair, right? brown, white. A lot more scraps. Some of these bad boys. Do 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 do. But oh man, my hands. Because after working 5 hours the night before, getting 3 hours of sleep, and then working for 4 hours, that was a lot. It was a lot of balloon twisting. To ice my hands, take ibuprofen, you know. Yeah, throwing out your dry. It's so hard, K-pop, because I'm the kind of person who's like, the thing I'm doing. Here's what it is. If I were making a point, if that was what I was doing, was testing my markers to see if they're good, then if they're bad, I'll throw them away. But that's not usually what I'm doing. What I'm usually doing is looking for a good one. So I pick it up. I'm like, does this one work? No. And I put it down. And then I pick out another one. Does this one work? No. Put it down. Does this one work? It does. Great. Then I use this one. But I never, because my quest in that moment is not to find the dried out and toss them, it is to find an active marker. My brain isn't prioritizing the tossing of the old one. And I just need to, maybe if I talk about it, I'll get better at it. The lady who's been cutting your hair since you were a child, and she now does your children's hair. I love that. That's very sweet. Very, very sweet. More scraps down here. Yeah, well, we'll figure that out later. You don't really follow Pokemon, but the Trio of Stars they debuted a few years ago. We made those. Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley. Let me see if I can find those. Let's see. Does my mouse work? Surely it does. Yes, it does. Okay. Discord. My Discord. Search in balloon pics for, I'll say, we'll look for Quaxley. There it is. Open link. And yeah, the Gen 9 starters. Yeah, it's fun. These ones did make quite a splat because that was, I think, when they came out, that was specifically like, oh, these ones are so cute. We gotta make these. I'm like, sure, yeah. Now that I'm looking at it, I think I did a good job with Fuecoco. Quaxley, I think I overworked the hair hat part. And Sprigatito, I tried to like do like the green shape with a balloon, and I think if I remade it now, I would probably just draw that on because it's very cute, but you know, they're perfect. Oh yeah, it is. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, maybe Richie. It's this playlist I have of you know, not copyrighted stuff. Thank you, thank you. Easier to toss deceased markers or pens at work. There was always a trash can nearby. Here, the trash can is the floor. No, I have like a few hampers around. A lot of hampers. That's one thing I have a lot of here in the studio. Is these like cheap, like, you know, collapsible fabric hampers because they're great for balloons if you just want to like put a bunch of balloons in them, but they end up being used like some of them are trash, some of them are like dead balloons, some of them are scrap. And then sometimes I like need to use it and I just grab that one hamper and like dump it in another hamper and then the trash and the balloons get mixed and it's what I'm saying is I need dedicated hampers and also a cleaning person. No, it's fine. I just need to be the cleaning person. Your cats love playing in those. Neptune jumped inside of one the other day because I actually did the pre-mades in the back bedroom because the kittens were being a little too helpful. If you know what I mean. So I kind of like was doing everything in the back bedroom, so I had a hamper back in there. And then as I'm getting ready, I'm loading up all the stuff into the car. The door's now open. The kittens can come inside. And Neptune jumped from the bed, which is, bed height, into one of the hampers, and then is just sitting there at the bottom. And I'm like, "How are you? You trapped now, buddy?" And not really, because like as soon as he starts crawling up the wall of it, it'll like tip over and he can get out. But it was very funny. It's sort of like, well, now you're in a hole. Hamper cat, hamper cat. Okay, so let's. What I think I want to do. See if I can find a good. Original Pokemon list. I think this is the. Yeah, this is the page I went to before. Close that. Let's see, how's that? Yeah, okay, so let's try. And do this. Boba. Okay. Bulbasaur. Pretty balloonable. I've made Bulbasaur many times. So I'm gonna make a list. Let's see, where should I? I'll type this up maybe in a. I was making a list before. Let's see. Drafts. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so first gen. Pop that window out. Can I do that? Okay. I'm a little peckish, mister. If you wanna, if you're working on anything, I love you. Sometimes the cat will get inside the hamper, look through the mesh at the other ones as if to say, "Yeah, yeah, you can't get me." I tend to have the solid ones, not the mesh ones, but that's adorable. I love that. I love that. Okay, Bulbasaur, number 1, balloonable. Number 2, Ivysaur. Is it balloonable? Yes. The tricky part would be those like those palm frond leaves would just need to be like loops instead of like actually like jagged and palmy. Oh my goodness, Neptune. Neptune. Cut it out, bud. Why does he not speak English? Come on. But I think Ivysaur is doable. What else do we have? We got Venusaur. A little different. That one's the bud, and that one is it bloomed, bloomed, and it's larger. I think I can make Venusaur though. Okay, those are balloonable. So long as we make allowance for the fact that we wouldn't have the exact texture, but for most things, that's the way it is. Ooh, wait a second. I said I was peckish, and this is what you bring me? Actually, you want me to? You can actually here. I'll make this wider so you can bring bring Oliver over, Mister. Hang on, hang on. There we go. There you go. You can stand right next to me if you like now. I know. You like this, huh? Thanks again to Ryoki for sending us the Churu kitty treats. He's like, but I want to get to it. I want to get to the treats. Oh boy, I'm being scaled.
Did you bring one for me?
Oh my goodness, no. You can get one later. One at a time, buddies, one at a time. Hi, Oliver. Hello, good morning to you. Yeah, I know. He's like, well, maybe I can come from another angle. Oh my gosh. But I want a churu. How come he get a churu? I want a churu. I want a churu. Why you do it to me? But my brother get a churu. Come on, I want a churu. I know. I have a sister. I get how it is. Neptune. I get how it is. Let's light it up for the very last bits. Oh, yeah. There you go. You ate it all. Good job, Oliver. Good job. Oh, yeah. And then Neptune's like, hey, spit it out. Spit it out. I want some. Oh, my gosh. Smart kitty. It's true. Oh, yeah. Mr. Sharp's going to take the churu spoon. They'll be pretty good sized cats. I think so. I think so. Although their mom was very small, very slight, but she's also a feral cat, so probably didn't get the appropriate amount of nutrition. Also, she's very young. She might not even. I don't know how old she is, but she's a young one. At least human jungle gym, 100%. I wear my pants. I tend to prefer like baggy pants anyway, just like a personal comfort thing, and it is the correct choice for when you have kittens because I have been saved many a puncture wound by these baggy pants. But they also can, because they're baggy, they can just keep climbing all the way up, and I have to like do a little twist and shake them off. It's very funny. I know. You're hungry too. Everybody's so hungry. Neptune is definitely looking like he'll be a bit bigger. He's also puffier and like longer hair. But here you go, Tunes. Don't worry. See, we love you too, bud. We love you. You can come a little closer here, so he's like, I want to get out of your arms, but then you wouldn't be able to reach the food. You see. Yeah. Like exactly. Mr. Sharp says like a little snake. It's a little crooked in here. There we go. Yeah, look at all. Oh, look at. No, that's not the treat part. Maybe get the treat part. Yeah. Oh my goodness, is some on your nose? You saving that for later. Saving that for later. It's my flavor saver. My face. Oh my gosh, you're licking it off of the spoon, dude. Just eat it. Are you trying to bite it? It is liquid. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, what a good boy. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Oh, and Oliver now on the table behind me? Yep. Hey, Smalls. Yeah, no, this is fair. This is turnaround. Fair play. All's fair in love and churu. Buddy, you're so sweet. So funny to me that like Neptune is the more outgoing one, for sure, and the more adventurous, but Oliver is the louder one, the one who is more talkative. You're sweet buddy. You're sweet buddy. Was that good? Was that yummy? It's all gone. There's some on your nose though, if you want to like lick that off. Save it for later. Oh, time roller. Yeah, whoops. Kitty whoops is whoops. They've gotten bigger. I know. I know. They grow up so fast. So fast, my little babies. Okay. All right. So, Charmander. I used to have the best Charmander. I used to have the absolute best Charmander design. Come on, we just gave you a treat. Don't you want to love? No, you don't. You want to just meow. Say hi to chat. Hi chat. Hi chat. I will put you down. I know. I'm not cruel like that. I won't make you I won't make you give me love if you don't want to. But I made it with a heart-shaped balloon, which made this perfect like head shape. They don't make it anymore. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Okay, you're okay with me petting you, just not holding you right now. I get it. Yeah, there's nothing on that plate, pal. There was churu on the plate. Uh, he can be there if he wants. He's not disturbing me. I don't have any food for you though, right here. If you want like food, there's like a different area of the house for that. Sir, this is not a Wendy's. Exactly, Nathan. Exactly. In the middle of a golden field. Oh my goodness. That sounds so lovely, Variant. I hope it replenishes you. Your soul. Pokeballoons, yeah, Solo Jago, you know it. Okay, so can I make a Charmander that's not the old way? Probably. He's pretty doable. So I'll say 4 Charmander is doable. Then Charmeleon, is Charmeleon doable? Yes. Tricky thing is always going to be like claws, you know? Because, like, even the smallest balloon that I made, I could draw on the claws, you know? But then I feel like that's not quite. It's not quite in the spirit of it. I could also do. Let's see. I did just put away my 160 pump. But let's see if I did. Let's see. He looks like a deeper he's definitely a deeper orange, like a reddish orange, whereas both Charmander and Charizard are like a more yellowy orange, but Charmeleon is like a redder orange. So would he be possibly is this is like a darker orange, not a redder orange, but maybe it's the right one. Yeah, it's probably what I would do. So plenished. Good food, good company. Wonderful. You deserve it. You all deserve it. This is why we must have nice things. Hmm? You love seeing me work out the process. Thanks. I'm glad. Neptune is just chilling on my. Oh, never mind. Oh, there's a toy. I see. Mister. Yeah, I'll move the filbert so we can see. Little background action. Acrobatic. Look how tough we are. Look how high we can jump. We're very tough. Very jump. So, like, that could be a hand. The tricky thing is they don't make this shade in 160, and the arms do get very narrow at the top. I could try and, like, taper them like that, but that's probably the most taper I could get. But, you know, again, how picky are we going to be? This is a balloon animal. It's not going to be perfect. I will say, yes, I can make Charmeleon. 5. Charmeleon. And 6, Charizard. Everybody's favorites. Yes, I can make Charizard. What about Charburgers, Mr. Sharp? I don't know. You know, obviously the flame tail looks a little different when I make it out of balloons, but close enough, close enough, close enough. Let's see here. Squirtle. I love Squirtle. And yes, I can. I've made Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirtle before. Let's see if I can. Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirtle. Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirtle. Squirtle. Did I not spell that right? Yeah, I forgot the U. Squirtle. There we go. We've made. I know that's not your traditional Squirtle, but it can still be done without the Mutant Ninja accessories. And then, of course, the classic Squirtle lava lamp. So good. And, of course, I always have to show with the light. So beautiful. Okay, but back to that. I can definitely make number 7 Squirtle. Can I make Wartortle? Yeah. Yeah, I would probably. Like, I'd need to make him out of periwinkle. And I'd need a 5-inch round periwinkle for that. But I think we could do it. I think we could do it. Squirtle. So 8 Wartortle. A Wartortle country, yes. The Wartortle landscape. And, of course, Blastoise. Little Blastoise going on there. Whoa, mister. Let's see. I think I can do a Blastoise. 9 Blastoise. Doable. Hello, Beyond the Grave. That lava lamp's so freaking cool. I know. I know. That. Blastoise. Yes, Blastoise en français. We are, well, it's sort of a spreadsheet. It's more of just like a list and an open email draft right now. But yes, I will spreadsheet this. Mister, do you have like a human churu? Even like a toast or something is fine. I just need a little something. Oh, yeah, it is noon. It's already noon. Yeah, those are good. I did like the yeah, that would be lovely. That would be lovely. I could use this. I could use the launch. Close enough. No, you know what though? That I should do it in a spreadsheet. Let's see. I'll do a Google sheet. Google, whatever it's called. Blank spreadsheet. Okay. So we're gonna say. So we'll say Pokedex number, Pokemon name, and balloonable, question mark. It's going to be a yes-no answer. Let's see. So far we've said 1 through 9 are balloonable. Get my, see if let's title this bad boy. We'll title it Pokemon Balloons. And I'll spell balloons correctly. And these are all yes. So we had, let me see if I can remember off the top of my head. Number 1 is Bulbasaur. Oops, I didn't spell that right. I said Blubbasaur. Bulbasaur. Blubbasaur is Iggy. We've got Ivysaur and Venusaur. Then number 4 is Charmander. Not Carmander. Charmander. Then Charmeleon. Then Charizard. Then Squirtle. Then Wartortle. Then Blastoise. I don't want to brag, but I know number 1 through 9 of the Pokemons. Okay, let me see if I can share that window too. Let's move this here. And I don't, whoops, I don't want to. That, because I mean, I guess I can have the name of it. It's fine. Okay. There we go. Spreadsheet. Electrode might be the hardest one to do. There's going to be a few that I think are going to be pretty tricky. So we'll go through, because I did go through all the 151 just like on my own just to see if which ones were balloonable. And I got some that I hadn't been aware of that I was like, ooh, this is a good one. But what? Liz in the OC put an article in Discord for 9-volt battery chips that mimic the sensation of sticking your tongue on a battery. What? That's bonkers. I am okay, friends. If that's, look, maybe you're like, I don't want to join another Discord. I don't blame you. How many Discords can one human being keep track of? But that is a really good argument for why the SharpBalloons Discord. Because 9-volt chips link. Thank you, Liz. That's spectacular. Whole swaths of documentation and saved email drafts and self-chats in Discord. Self-chats in Discord. That's one I hadn't done, but that's smart. That's very smart. Heck yeah. I mean, there is somewhere a spreadsheet of all the balloons we've made on stream. I don't think it's been updated recently because, you know, but we do have. Oh, we got spreadsheets. The thing is, the thing that I really want to do one day, that would be such a chore, is to go through and like categorize them, where it's like animal or like movie reference, Disney. Like there'll be a lot of different categories, so that we can do a search for how many Disney balloons have we made, how many cats have we made, how many food mashups have we made, how many like with a setting have we made? Because like there's ones where like you don't just like Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirtle would be Pokemon, would be TMNT, would be mashup, but it wouldn't have a setting like Squirtle Lava Lamp would have a setting because it's like the whole thing, Anyway, like they're edible. Dang. Uses a blend of citric acid, sodium bicarbonate, and mineral salts designed to replicate the metallic tang and slight buzz reminiscent of touching a 9-volt battery. But the thing about the no, I was gonna say it's like it's like a shock type thing. But also I remove my tongue from the 9-volt battery as soon as that happens. I am certain. Hello, battery chips. It's so bonkers. I love that. I'm certainly happy to see you. Okay. Let us continue making entries in this spreadsheet. Caterpie. I could make a Caterpie. Yeah. Are you kidding? Of course I can make a Caterpie. This thing might end up being a pipe cleaner. Whew, we got there. But I think I could do it. Are you the weird one I don't lick batteries, actually. I think I did it once as a kid, and I've never felt the desire to do it again. But I do know people who are like, it's cool, you should try it. Not like, I think for fun and not for flavor. Yes, Ryoki. Ryoki, did you see we did a little churu sesh here earlier? You can check the VOD later, but there was a little one at a time buddies had little churros in the churro spoon. Churro spoon, much larger than I envisioned it. It makes total sense given how the dimensions of the churro tube, but it's like big. It's like this big. But you know what? It makes it so that our son can give them the churro. Because like I can time the squeeze so that it's perfect, so we're not so we're not like dripping all over ourselves. But of course, our son wants to give them the treat as well, and that's harder. And like, yeah, you could squeeze it all out onto a plate and give it to him, but that's not the fun part. The fun part is like squeezing it out a little at a time. So thank you so much for the churro. The kitties love them. Iggy loves them. They're fantastic. That's how you test to see if the 9-volt's good or not. I didn't know that. No. Yes, I do already do a Charmander. However, the way I made the actually, let me see if I have a heart-shaped balloon. I might have an orange heart shape left over. Let's see. There was a heyday of balloon manufacturers. That's not a word. There was a heyday of balloon choice that I didn't even know I was living through. That's how it is. That's how heydays work. You don't know their heydays until you're past them. I found one. Now the question is, do I use this or do I save it? Wait, I might have found 3. I mean, I did find 3, but are all 3 of them good is the question. Let's see if I can find more. I think that's it. So I have 3 heart-shaped balloons left. I may have to save these for doing the filming of Charmander for the YouTube video. However, I'm going to get another. I have plenty of pink and red. Those ones they still make. So I will show you the head shape that I made for Charmander on a non-orange heart shape No, you don't crawl in there. No, you don't. You don't do it. Oh, yeah, you do, I guess. I'll do it with a white heart. But this is, I'm going to make an albino Charmander. This is how I used to make it at parties. Okay. Let's see if I remember. Oh shoot, I already did this wrong. This was a design that I believe Dave Bren came up with. Nope, you can't walk up there. That's mommy's desk. Okay. So basically, you blow up the balloon to about that much left, but before you tie it, you let go like that much of the neck. You want a long nozzle. Tie that off. And squeeze, stretch. It's been a long time since I've made this. But I think this is how you do it. You make two soft small bubbles. So it needs to be a little bit longer. Then two medium bubbles. And two long bubbles. And then you thread the remaining balloon. This is such like, someone like Dave would have to come up with this design because I can't, I'm not smart like this. Looks like this. Goes through the legs and up through to there. Roll these legs through. It's so weird. Thank you, Mr. Sharp. You have brought me, a delightful treat. Is it a peanut butter jelly sandwich? I love it. Thank you, babe. You even cut the crust off and gave it a little paper towel packet. I love you. Welcome to the show, Mr. SharpBalloons.
I made you a little human churu.
I can like squeeze it out into my mouth.
Yeah, it's a little container. You can squeeze out a little bit at a time.
Yay! Okay, talk again. I'm trying to balance you.
Hey, pals.
Okay, that was louder.
Hey, Ryoki. Well, yeah.
I know.
You come in gentle. I don't want to come in. I don't want to come in screaming at everybody. That's very abrasive.
Hey!
You got to work your way up to screaming. Flavor! See, I worked my way up to it.
You work your way up to flavor.
Hey, Ryoki. Hey, Certain. Hey, Ferret.
So this is the little body. I think I should have let out more air so that the tail wouldn't be so long. Anyway, that's not the part that is exciting. We have a heart-shaped balloon, right? What we do is a frumple twist. So we kind of adjust it so that one of the lobes of the heart is longer than the other. Tie that.
Buzzers.
And then you push the knot into the heart and push it down on the side here. Twist that off. And now, look at how that's like the perfect Charmander shape, you take this long leftover piece of balloon and you can wrap it around that knot. I'm going to not do the arms yet.
Okay, Bob.
Keeps it around.
Yeah, it is. Hello.
And gotta have this come out just a little more so we have a little chest bubble. Look at this cute little Charmander body shape. Yes, it is in white, so but imagine this made of orange, and then you draw on the Charmander eyes. How perfect is this? It's so perfect. The tail's a little long, but you just have to put on flame on the end of the tail anyway. So you pop that and make a little flame. Tie that there. It's so perfect. It's so good. This is a 2-balloon sculpture. Yes, the reason it took me so long is because again, it's very it's like it's not obvious the way it goes together. So you have to I had to remember it a little bit. But look at how cute. Oh my gosh. But they discontinued orange heart-shaped balloons. So now I have to make it in white and take my orange Sharpie and just color the whole thing. No, I would never do that. That would be way too much work. And I'm not like into work.
Ferret had to go. But
yeah.
they did want to make sure that you knew that they have something to send you for your birthday. Just have to be able to get to the post office.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Getting to the post office is, honestly, part of the gift. Do you know what I mean? Like, I realize you don't even know how many things I haven't mailed. So many things where I've done the hard part of obtaining the gift, writing the card, and just never getting around to like fully putting it together, addressing it, and taking it to the post office. I abandoned ship like
I've taken many things to the post office for her as like it's like you know what a butt push is in football?
No.
It's like when you don't give me that look. I didn't invent it. I didn't invent the butt push.
I'm sorry, you'll need to explain
Perfected
this.
by the Eagles of Philadelphia, champion butt pushers that they are.
Mr. Sharp!
It's like
Mr.
when
Sharp, this is a Muppet Show PG
one guy has the ball,
Mm-hmm.
and his teammates
Mm-hmm.
they come up behind him,
Uh-huh.
and they push him over the pile of the guys from behind. Give him a butt push. Touchdown. You are giving me such a look.
I just don't know if you're messing with me. I believe you're not, but
I'm not messing with you. I'm saying that me taking things to the post office for you is me doing that little butt push. That's the like last push over the goal line. You get behind him and just give him the push.
oh, Green Bam says also called the tush push, and it
Sure.
may or may not be illegal now. It was under discussion.
It has been under discussion. I didn't hear what the results were if they have them.
Karaoke.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to push people over the goal line. Sometimes you got to push people over the start line.
I mean, look, I do that to my son, right? Come on, buddy, come on. So, okay. Wow. When do we need to do our draft? Oh, yeah.
Season starts in like September, I think.
Uh-huh.
So
August?
maybe August, something like that.
Because
you mean do the draft in August? Yeah, we'll start. Probably we'll do another search for folks if other people want to get in on it. We're not trying to.
you want to get in on SharpBalloons fantasy football? You think you have what it takes to go up against Liz in the OC with her near perfect record?
Look, we have a lot of experts in this league. Okay, Shana here. She's in the league. All right, she knows a lot about football. Babe, if you get the number 1 pick, who you taking?
The tush pushers.
Exactly. See, you can tell from
Whoever
that right
Yahoo Sports recommends is who I'm taking.
All right, well, that was smart.
And if there's like a tie or like a position I need, I'll go with Smile. Because you know what? Was that you, Liz, who like brought that up as like a possible strategy? But the one player that I didn't do last time by Smile, I was like, he's not smiling at all. He's trying to be a tough guy. I don't want to take this guy, but he's seated number 1.
He was the number
He was
one
ranked
ranked player.
number 1, and I'm like, well, I got to take him. Injured the entire season. Enormous disappointment. Enormous. So,
Green
trust
Man,
in the
thank
Yahoo,
you.
but Smile's a good one.
I mean, here's the thing. Guy with a big smile, you know what he says? Positive attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm coming here to
fun.
try to be team first guy. I'm not trying to make it about me. I'm not trying to be a tough guy. And
the people who are like trying to be a tough guy might push themselves too hard, get injured. I know that, like, look, everyone can get injured, even a good, get along, happy, cheerful person. But I know nothing about football.
I mean, this
so
is
I
pretty
might as well
expert
go
commentary.
with Smiles. And Liz, you're Kappa in, but no Kappa. It's like a straight on like strategy.
Kappa, no cap. Green Man, thank you for backing me up on the whole tush push being a real thing.
You're very successful with
that
it.
I'm not a crazy person coming out here. The way you were looking at me when I said butt push is like, oh man, have I just ruined the stream?
Okay.
Why? So why is it that you want a divorce? Well, he started talking about butt pushes. And I mean the Philadelphia Eagles, baby. Yeah. Thank you, Dan Lewis. You know who does a lot of squats?
Who?
The offensive line of the Philadelphia
I'll
Eagles.
bet. Right. They're not mutually exclusive, Green Bam wants to point out. You may also be a crazy person, but that's not the evidence. Fair. Fair. I will do some squats while I'm eating a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Here we go. 1. Thank you, Ryoki. I think this is 8.
That's why K-pop always drafts George Kittle, no matter who he plays for.
Dude.
He's a happy guy.
Happy guy.
Also known as a tush push, a butt push, or the brotherly shove.
Well,
Philadelphia. The city of brotherly shoves.
Oh my gosh, that's very funny. I do like that flavor.
Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth are always talking about smile factor.
Mm-hmm. Look.
Mel Kiper, noted draft expert. He talks about like the raw metrics that go into the prospects, you know. How much can they bench press? How high can they jump? How fast do they run the 40? How many teeth do you see when they smile? We're talking about stuff like
uppers,
nose,
lowers, bicuspids,
nose crinkle.
Sure, eye crinkle.
Eye crinkle.
Does the smile reach past the eyes?
How genuine?
Are they Mr. Beasting it?
How genuine does it feel?
Not okay.
Yes, that's a subjective metric, but that's why you hire professional scouts.
I believe in the power of experts. Dan wants to draft Dan Marino. Is there like a space in your draft where you can just put a blank and like type in a name? And like you to get 0 stats for them, but it's like, but you can say they're on your team.
I drafted Green Bay Packers legend Y.A. Tittle. Full name, Young Adult Tittle.
Bunny Co, I'm so excited. So Bunny Co, thank you for this hydrate, by the way, Ryoki. It was in need of it. Bunny Co ordered the Memento Mori shirt.
Washed and cropped.
And then like
Memento
self-cropped
Mori.
because she has a high waist. And so self-cropped, washed. I'm so excited. Wait, hold on, go take a look. Do you mind if I share it on screen? If you're like, then I won't. But you're a streamer. You're used to being on the screen. Let's see here. A short torso. Right. Is that not the did I say short waist and that's a different thing? I don't remember
Hey, do not
what
eat
all
my
those
mic
terms are.
cord, sir.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Bunny go. Okay, I'm gonna open link. There we go. And then look how cute! Ah, it's so cute! It's it go your whole color aesthetic. It works so well. I wish that because I really did select. I made it in that vivid blue and a much more vivid magenta, but of course the t-shirt print was unable to.
This really feels like it's right in that dark bunny pocket for
It
Bunny
is. Oh my
You know,
gosh, I
little
love
morbid,
it.
little cute.
And then it's not just
Good
like
colors.
I took scissors. She like hemmed it perfectly. Oh yay!
The
Thank
only
you
problem
so
with that
much.
is that people might see her wearing it and be like, "Oh, that's cute," and then they'll buy one from yours and be like, "Well, but they didn't crop it."
No, it is. It is a little.
It's a little
cropped.
boxy. I get it. It's
Yeah,
box cut.
it is. It is a little.
But it's
like,
not
like,
professionally cropped
see?
by a I'm going to assume professional seamstress to the stars.
Obviously. It looks so cute. Thank you so much for purchasing it and then for sharing it. And your alterations, your professional alterations.
Dan
Love
Lewis is
it.
wide receiver. He drafts LeBron James.
Yeah. Lon Braun is our son called.
Lon Buon.
Lon Buon. Oh my goodness. Love it. So good. Oh, unless the Packers, you don't hear about it. Yeah, I don't hear about football either. I don't really. I'm not a football fan. I don't know if
So you say I'm not a football man. Well,
I'm not a
correct.
football. End of sentence. Look, you get
Toss
called Ralph all
around the
your
old
life.
long
Put a
pigskin.
chip on your shoulder. Who are we even talking about in that quote? Who knows? All the Ralphs out there. All the Ralphs. I love this like wisteria wall you have behind you too, Bunny Coat. You have like this perfect. I mean, I'm sure you intentionally set this up, but it has lights in it and everything. It's so beautiful.
Better a wisteria wall than a listeria wall.
Yeah, you don't want the
Don't lick
listeria
it.
wall.
I mean, don't like either. Don't like any
Rodeo.
walls.
This is the one. The Caterpie was the one we were at. Yeah, you came back to this. Yeah, no, look, Nathan, we're weird here. We're very ADHD.
Flavor 2. It's not a football.
Okay, well then, see, we have that in common.
We are binded by a
Nasty.
common
Well, that's
non-footballness.
one thing we got. What about not being a football? She said, I think I remember not being a football.
It's one thing we got. Yeah.
That's one thing we got.
Whew, is that the foundation of a healthy relationship?
Look.
Is
not a
liking
football.
breakfast at Tiffany's
You're
the
not a
foundation of a
football.
healthy relationship?
No, and that's why.
Probably not.
It's a terrible. Look, it's a fine song. It's very catchy. It's not good relationship advice.
I don't mind that she's a prostitute. I'm just angry her upstairs neighbor's so racist.
He's not actually Japanese, Mr. Kuniyoshi. He just goes by that name. It's just. Oh,
Her upstairs
gosh.
neighbor is Peter Sellers.
No, it's
It's not Peter Sellers?
no, it's
Mickey Rooney.
Yes.
Mickey Rooney. Yeah.
or Mickey Looney. Sorry. Solly, not Solly. Okay, what's happening? We're going through the Pokemon. It's okay. I think I resemble that remark exactly. Okay. Oh, Nathan. No. That was that shirt is one of our merch items available in the SharpBalloons merch store. And let's see. So yeah, we did Caterpie. We think that's doable. What's next? Metapod. Ooh, is Metapod balloonable?
Also, just throwing that out there in case people have not heard, Shana is Japanese.
Yeah, I'm half Japanese.
Just as a
So
thing to put into your calculus there.
Dan
Lewis, Dana Carvey's Mickey Rooney impression. You might say it's the greatest Mickey Rooney impression in the world. Bang! The world.
I mean, I kind of get why Mickey Rooney is Mickey Rooney. You know what I mean?
Okay. Why? Lay it
I
on me. What's the theory?
no,
Give me
I
the
don't want
grand
to. I
theory
don't
of
want to.
Mickey
I don't
Rooney.
want to bring that discussion here. But
Because I've got theories,
hello,
but also I don't
Raji.
I've never understood Mickey Rooney.
child star,
I get it. That part I get.
and like you get addicted to that stardom that
Among
everybody
other
thinks
things.
you're cute and you're amazing, and then he grew up to still look like a child. Like he basically kept a very childish face. You know, he and then I think he just felt like he had something to prove, and so that bravado
Right.
is what kind of carried him. And then it's like, this is who I am now. And then it really truly is who he was. So, you know, it's not like a real deep assessment.
Hi,
And
Kiri.
I could go further, but I don't want to be like insulting or whatever.
Hi, Kiri.
Hi, Kiri. How you doing? He does seem pointy for a balloon. It's a very sharp balloon, I would say. He's also not like like he's more angular than like pointy, maybe. Like you could say we could make the like a taper in there, or like a bent balloon. This one's gonna be a. It would be tricky. All right, over here in my spreadsheet.
He'd be a good one for distortion if you're thinking about doing distortion stuff, but that's not probably this particular project, right?
Yeah. Although if I get to the point where I'm like 20 shy of doing all of them, then I probably would, you know, but I don't know. I'm going to say no. Not that it's not balloonable, but not easily balloonable on Metapod. I could, you know, like if someone asked me for a Metapod at a birthday party, I would try. I would 100% say, let's go. Let's try. And it wouldn't end up looking amazing, but it would. I would try.
Reflex kick in your booty. Oof.
Question: the spike on the back. The
no
bummer.
good.
That sucks. I'm sorry. Hi, Kiri. Thank you for the shout out, Liz. You're so awesome. Oh wait, and Annie as well. You guys.
It's just Raji. It would make someone's day.
That's the thing.
When Shana can nail your like weird esoteric Pokemon that you are the only one who's like nobody else plays with this in their deck, but for some reason it speaks to who I am as a
Raji,
person.
that's 100%. I always get asked, "What's your favorite balloon to make?" And my answer is your favorite balloon to receive. And that seems like such a cop out, but it truly is. It's like the art is the interaction.
Lewis.
So it doesn't matter if I make the world's best three-toed sloth that I love. That's just a random thing that I pulled. If you have like a childhood like connection to a specific request and I can make that for you, then that interaction, even if the balloon is not going to be like my best, most accurate balloon ever, it's going to be the best interaction. It's going to be the best moment and memory for both of us. So that's what that, you know, again, memento mori, all the balloons are not, they're not going to last a week later and it's garbage. It is garbage. So, oh, what? Dan, gifted to Raji. Let's go. Thank you so much, Dan. You're the sweetest. Oh, shucks. Thank you. So yeah. That's the general idea. If it's someone's favorite balloon, I will try to make it no matter if I think it's going to be great or not. Now, for something like this, where it's like a YouTube video, I'm just making a ton of them, I'm going to start with the ones that are most easily balloonable just so that I don't get sidetracked. I don't get derailed off completing the project. Like going to the post office, you know?
Dan Lewis. Almost said the DL, and then he said, probably shouldn't.
Keep it on the DL.
Maybe not.
Doop, 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 doop. Annie, you made it. You made it, Annie.
Bunnyco's been
Thank you.
streaming Cat Cafe Manager. That's funny. We've been
Living it.
Whoa! Raji! Just forwarded the love, paying it forward. Now that MS Gamer has a sub, Barnabas DeGray has a sub, Sorega 2 has a sub, Chan the Magic Man, and Fire Hot Takuga. Firehot Stakuga has a spread. That's amazing. Has a spread. Has a sub. Huzzah! Oh my goodness. Dan, you started something. Raji, you completed the pass. It's an assist. I know all about sports.
Dan, you're the Haley Joel Osment of this paying it forward.
Oh, right, because that's how, yeah.
And
I
Raji,
love it.
I haven't seen that movie. I'm going to imagine you're the person who comes along like at the end and is like, hey, because you paid it forward, now I'm going to pay everybody $1
even
million.
further forward. And look at that. I love that. But Dan does wonder,
Yes.
what would Breakfast at Tiffany's sound like if sung by Skeletor? Or recited by, I would say.
That's one thing we've got. Hey, man.
What about Breakfast at Grayskull? She said, I think I... Oh, my goodness. Oh, I love it. Chin, you got a sub. Let's go. How's that for magic?
Evil Lynn does have a little bit of like an Audrey Hepburn.
Oh, that's a little more of a Katharine Hepburn, I would say, though.
I was thinking more like, like the cheekbones, the dark,
okay.
dark
You mean like
hair
the
pulled
actual
tight
like
back.
design.
But
I was thinking the voice.
The voice, sure.
The voice is a little more like...
Really, I do.
Yeah.
Skeletor, really, I
She's
do.
kind of a double Hepburn, which I think is what they were going for.
Yes. I mean, obviously, if you talk to
Evil
the...
Lynn, double Hepburn.
Evil in the double hep. You get it. They're making a He-Man movie, aren't they?
Oh, I hadn't heard.
Did I just make that up in my head?
I mean, somebody did.
Somebody,
It's
chat,
He-Man, it's not real.
you know the answer. Is there a He-Man movie?
There is a He-Man movie, but it's bad, and it should have been remade a long, long
What?
time ago.
We're in a hype train. Woo! K-pop! And you don't stop. Oh, but you do. It's okay. Thank you, K-pop fam. Look
Dan
at
Lewis
you.
is Haley Joel Osmenting all over this stream.
Dan, look what you started. K-pop gifting a sub to Queer Lorax. Wait, I can do this. Bekaret Bart, Ms. Art Rules, Retro Maker TV, and Manly Mutt. Going for the Mutt push. Thank you so much. Wow, we have all these new friends who are now subs. And pretty soon, I should remind you that this week is when we're going to open the subscriber gratitude request channel in the Discord. Heather Bear! Almost 4 years. What the heck? Weston Soda, 38 months. Yeah! What? You guys, thank you so much. Thank you for continuing to support this weird little balloon family as we try to do our thing on the internet. It's a weird place out here, and we still haven't figured it out, but you know what? We must be doing something right to have met such amazing, kind people, and really have not had any problem with, like, trolls or, like, the negativity that the internet can sometimes foster with the anonymity. We found people who use this anonymity to spread joy and happiness. And that's something amazing. That's what tells me I'm doing something right. So, heck yeah. MS Gamer says it wasn't that bad. But yes, it was not that good. June of next year. It's in post-production. Holy moly. Oh, we never closed it? Let's go. I like it, Liz. Friends, if you got a sub just now, or if you are subscribed to SharpBalloons just like already, you're like, I'm not a part of this, but I'm a part of this. Go to the Discord, make your July subscriber gratitude request. Puzzles! Let's go! Hype and happiness. Yes! Love and peace and subscriber gratitude requests. I love it. You know what it is. You know how subscriber gratitude works. At the end of this month / beginning of August, we will spin the wheel of subscribers, and we will just make some requests. We try to do at least 3 every month. And yeah, put it in there. It can't hurt, right? We only request that it be somewhat simple. Like, for example, I don't know, Metapod. That would be great. I would love to try and tackle that. Just not like a whole tableau. I don't want to do like the Last Supper out of balloons. But you can put it in, and I'll do a very, very short and simple version of it. Holy moly! Thank you, friends. Oh, I feel so uplifted. I feel so replenished. Question, can one plenish a thing? If you're like just setting up a
The
bunch of
first
stuff, are
time
you plenishing
You
it?
plenished it. The
Because you got to
table,
replenish.
there's nothing on the table.
Nothing
and then
on
you
the table.
plenished it, and then
I've
people ate
plenished
some
it.
stuff.
They took it away, and now I'm replenishing
Replenished it.
Does that work?
I've said plenished too many times. I don't know.
It's now a word. Nicholas Galazatine is He-Man. I don't even know. Wait, Galatazine. What? A hurricane? Thank you, K-pop fan mom. Let's go. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate you so much. So much. Also, resubbing this stream. Holy heckadoodles. Guys, I feel so loved. Oh my goodness. Friends, you're the greatest. You're the greatest. How about the first snack? Ooh, I would love to see an interpretation of that. But basically just one character is what goes best there, I would say. Then I'd buy some furniture. But
Real quote.
you know, Holly Golightly, that's how she does it. Ryoki, thank you for the 100 bits. That's right, friends. Get in on the hype train. Choo choo. Ooh, a Huntrix light stick.
That does remind me. Our young son did see a poster for K-pop Demon Hunters, and he was intrigued. And I said, I don't know if that is acceptable or not.
I think it is. There's nothing bad in K-pop. Friends who have seen K-pop Demon Hunters, like there's a little bit of male body objectification, just a smidgen. But aside from that, I think it's okay, right? And also it's listed as a kids movie.
It is. Okay.
It's very cartoonishly portrayed. It's not like
But,
hubba hubba. I mean, it's more of a hubba hubba.
Yeah.
And you know,
Because like 10 or 12-year-olds, they're kids
honestly,
too.
it's just like
and that's going to speak
it's
to
like
them more
the
than it would
wolf
like a
whose
6.
eyes go wang
Aruga,
and the tongue
aruga.
unrolls. It's like that, which again is not like in a perfect world. But yeah.
In
Okay,
a
we'll watch
perfect world, all wolves' eyeballs would stay inside their skull.
it, and their tongues would stay rolled up in their mouths.
Because from what I've seen, rolling it back up is quite a hassle.
No blood, no kiss. Well, honestly, I would not be. You know what we watched this weekend with him was Nimona. Have y'all seen Nimona? I really loved that one. That was a good one. Yeah, I would say they're in their 20s probably, because how would they even? They have to learn how to fight demons. Okay, that takes years of
Right.
practice.
Yeah. You don't want to send just like a high school kid out to fight demons. Oof.
No. I mean, you can be
Oof.
training them in high school. That's okay.
Sure, so that when they're in their 20s, they're ready.
Hunt tricks, don't quit. How it's done.
You can introduce your son to K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, but he's gonna love it.
Of course he will.
Because it's like they do like concert scenes
Yeah.
and battle scenes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna love it. Yeah,
Do they
we'll-
have
we'll
jacked
watch
up
it.
pianos in their concert scenes?
You haven't seen it listed. Wait, you have seen it listed among Spider-Verse and K-pop as a new age of animation. I really like Nimona. It's on Netflix. I said to my son, like, we can watch there's a movie called Nimona. He's like, does it have a bad guy? Because he needs there to be a bad guy.
If there's not a bad guy, what is the point? It's like, you know how in English class you get taught conflict? You know, it's like man versus nature, man versus self, man versus other man. Porter's like, nope, there's one man versus bad guy. Okay? And then later bad guy becomes a good guy. That's the only way.
It's the only way.
It's the only plot.
It's the only way.
Yandy.
Yandy, holy heck, how are ya?
Yams.
Well, good to see you. You still doing like puppet stuff?
Who's got the yams?
There's definitely bad guys. There's all kinds of bad guys in K-pop Demon Hunters. Time to Eat, of course, and also redemption arc. Like we stand a good redemption arc.
Redemption. This house is all about redemption.
All
arcs.
about the bad guys
Has
who
nothing
come
to
around
do with the years I
being-
spent being a henchman myself.
I mean, like, evil henchman is absolutely redeemed. Evil henchman is like what our son would write on like a "What do you want to be when you grow up?" If he
Exactly.
was being honest.
Yeah.
I mean, because he loves the B character villains. That's just the best. Nimona is awesome. Redemption arcs are your jam. What I love about Nimona, fantastic queer representation. Like, not in a way where it's like hype chest. Thank you so much for that hype train level 4, my friends. Awesome. Oh, I got the down bad emo. Let's share. It's so cute. Oh, choo-choo. A choo-choo. This is our cats asking for churu. A choo-choo. A choo-choo.
Bad guy gets vanquished, and the other bad guy gets redemption.
Exactly.
What I love about
he doesn't
that,
want to be the big bad guy.
what I love about that as an arc is that it's like you're teaching kids you can make mistakes
Everyone does.
as long as you choose the right thing in the end. And the guy who ultimately gets the big punishment is the one who fails to learn the lesson.
Right. The one who tried to manipulate those to do their bidding. You'll be successful for a time, but eventually people who spend any time thinking about it and considering it will break free from that.
Like,
And,
part of the reason Darth Vader has been such a long-lasting character, and the reason we love him as a villain, he is loved as a villain. Nobody thinks of him as a hero.
But like,
But knowing at the end, spoilers, that Darth Vader does in fact redeem himself,
la 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 la.
that's in the mix for you every single time you watch it from then on.
That's
and that
why-
character.
That's why those who did like it's like a cartoon book of like Darth Vader with as a dad with like
Right.
little Luke and little Leia and like
Yeah.
they're doing like family things. That's not a book you can publish if he stays the worst bad guy ever, like not like talk about deadbeat dad. Hey, pokes head back in. Hey, I see how you doing.
But in the end, you
Gandhi-
see that the Emperor, and I mean that in this character, and also just, we'll say the Emperor
The Emperor
is the real bad guy, and the person who is serving the Emperor for a time can redeem themselves if they turn on the
they
Emperor.
choose humanity.
Yeah.
So
Do with that what you will, my
we're
friends.
we're looking at you, 40% of America. We're holding out for you. I've seen a lot. I saw a really great reel the other day where a woman was like, I didn't believe in independent fact checkers. I thought they were all biased.
Right.
But then she had a conversation with someone where they were giving her facts, and she was able to find sources that showed both. And she's like, I was confused that they would be both. So she said a fact checking course.
Yeah.
She's
Great.
like, and they're available. She's like, I'm not even going to tell you which one I took because I don't want you to think I'm trying to lean you towards one or the other.
Exactly.
But like, do yourself a favor. Learn how to fact check yourself and then fact check. And she switched sides, and I just want that so much for everyone. I just want, you defund public education and then you reduce the critical thinking training that a lot of young Americans get. And that
Yep.
is absolutely part of the game plan. Don't think they don't know that.
And you make it harder to go to college, and you reduce the
Oh, you mean those
thinking and the
liberal woke institutions? It's like, yeah, because woke is like eyes open. Wouldn't you rather be? Anyway, we're not trying to turn this too political right now, but Yandy, you got 10 different projects. No, friend, you don't have to explain yourself. I get it.
Yandy, one must imagine Sisyphus happy.
Yes.
Have a project.
So many different boulders to choose from.
Let's say you get the boulder up the hill. What do you do then?
Hi, Jen. How you doing? It's good to see you, though, Yandy. Okay. So, but yes, our son loves B-story villains who get redeemed.
What's
who make
weird,
the right choice in the
what's
end.
interesting to me about that is that has always been what really gets to me too, since I was a kid his age. And it's one of those, is this in everybody? Is this something that's like a weird genetic thing? Did I somehow pass it on to him unconsciously? Like this,
Oh man.
is there something about the way
I
our
just remembered.
psychologies are similarly wired?
Well, I think so. Because truly, like a lot of times you think about like what is like on the this is, I know this is not Pokemon, so I should probably go over here. What's so there's the whole like good, evil, chaotic, neutral, that whole situation. But good and evil, like what is good and evil?
Right.
And I think evil in terms of like D&D, and like I'm not trying to be like sweeping global historical evil. I'm just saying like evil is purely selfish. You are making the decisions that benefit you and feel good to you, and you are not considering any ramifications for anyone else. And then good is you're not necessarily, you're just totally self-sacrificing and completely ignoring that, but you're taking into consideration everyone's needs, how this plays out for everyone. And I think children are inherently selfish. Of course. Like all they know is their own pleasure and their own discomfort and their own, the things that make them feel. That is the information they have most readily available. Is this feels good, this feels bad, this is fun, this is boring. And growing up is realizing that, oh, when I make that choice, the people around me are upset or disappointed in me or angry at me or sad or what. And it's a matter of like making the choice to move on that spectrum towards where and it took me a long time. I look back now as a mom. It took me a long time before I started thinking about that early enough in the process,
I mean, I don't know when I started feeling empathy. I know that I have gotten better at it through my entire life. There's not like a time where it
I'm
was
not
like,
saying I've nailed it now.
well, but like
perfect.
But like, sports or whatever. If you practice sports, you will get better and better and better to a point, and then there will be diminishing returns, and then you kind of get worse and worse.
And then you turn 35.
But with empathy, I have not noticed that. With empathy and caring and being, I don't know, a conscientious citizen, is that like a, what would you call it? Like a
Sure.
a person in the world who is cognizant of their impact on others. Again, I'm not saying I'm perfect at it. I'm saying I'm so much better at it now.
I'm more aware of it
than
and
I was before.
ashamed of how I was before, but also aware that that's the arc we all go through. And
Also,
everyone goes
having
through
a
in their own
kid,
time.
having a kid is one of the biggest
Jen.
like singular leaps that I took in terms of my ability to like empathize with others or to feel compassion for others. And not everybody has had that moment, and not that you have to feel empathy, but like I can say personally on my like empathy training journey, that was like a boot camp that I went to that kicked me up several notches. And I can see clearly that like I have grown. I think the kittens have made me more empathetic. Having two little kittens, I see the kittenness in people more, and it makes me love
interesting.
them more, and in like a good way. Like in
Yeah.
a like you can't say that to a person in a nice way. Like
Right. No, of course not. Of course not. But you can carry that in your heart
Yeah,
as you're observing people.
exactly.
And like they're like, I'm tough. And then you see like an adult man who's like, I'm tough. And you're like, aw. You don't say that to them because also part of you're remembering how your words are perceived, and you don't want to be like, I'm so much more evolved than you. How precious. That's also one thing that really angered me as a young person, was when people would give me that energy.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I've got it all figured out, but you'll get there eventually. Don't worry, pat, pat. That was one thing that really pissed me off. But, I think
Empathy is always growing. You're always learning. You're always getting better at it.
Yeah.
And there's not a point where you're like,
room to grow.
I'm at my empathy ceiling,
The apex.
Yeah, there's having grandkids. I know people that have really been like cracked open by having grandkids, like tough, gross, men who've made their life being like
I raised children. I know how it is. Blah blah blah.
and then you get grandkids, and then just like, the exterior cracks and the squishy stuff all
there's
spills
something
out.
to recognizing your place in like a generational kind of
Yeah.
a thing where it's like, oh, we're not just like this is we're just a part. We're just a part of it all. Of
And
it
then
all. A drop in the sea.
proximity to your own end, can give you appreciation for
Sure.
others, or
I mean, and
fear
we're all
and
look,
sadness and
memento mori, buddies. We're all at some point near the end.
it can close you off too. Our minds as we age can sadly that is a thing that happens, calcify and get worse at doing the empathetic gesture,
And for what it's worth, isolation.
Sure.
When you don't see people as people, but you see them as comments on a Reddit thread or on a YouTube video, or as talking points on a Fox News broadcast.
Just something about
It can be harder.
seeing a person say it in front of you, like just talking to another person about it and feeling it coming from them, feeling the way, when you put something out on the ether online, you're like, this is the way I'm saying it, the way I'm thinking it. And then when you see a person and you have to talk to them, your brain calibrates differently. And you're like, I can't talk to this person like that. I have to talk to them in a way that they will not be repelled by me as a, disgusting like person coming at them, and instead more like impressed by the erudite commentary
Or,
and drawn in by the compassionate.
It's all in the mix.
It's all in
This
the
all
mix.
to say,
It is
our
all in the
son
mix.
really loves that. The movie that I have seen him cry the hardest at. I cry at movies all the time. I cry at cartoons. I cry at like 10% of Steven Universe episodes will see me cry. Absolutely.
No. What, 10%?
Close.
1 out of 10?
Okay, close.
No, I'm talking like 1 out of 3. You're at like
You think it's 1 out of 3? He's
yeah.
looking at it. He thought it was too low. I thought you were saying it was too high.
No.
I cry a lot.
Love.
I-
Steven Universe, we're talking. Not TV shows. Steven Universe.
I cry. I cry at commercials.
Commercials.
If they're done, well enough. I cry so easily at art, and my son knows this about me, but he had never really he'll get sad and sensitive for a movie, but I saw him sob, like I had to pause the movie at Sonic 3 when it's not Eggman, it's Robotnik. Dr. Robotnik's Jim Carrey is giving his farewell broadcast before he makes a sacrifice. Sorry, spoiler alert. All of a sudden, I hear this breathing, and I look over, and he is sobbing. And oh my god, then I started crying. Obviously, you can't see. Oh my gosh, but it's those. Yes, Efren, it wasn't that bad. No, but you cried then too. Yeah, I mean, it was. He was acknowledging he was acknowledging the love of his henchmen, which is another, because again, our son loves the henchmen,
Yep.
the hench persons, and it was beautiful. And
Rachel, darling,
so good.
endeavor.
Rachel, darling, thank you for 7 months of your Prime sub.
So Rachel Darling says, I want to take a moment to personally thank the Sharps for sharing their lives and love with us. Thank you so much for providing a safe space full of laughter and love. Thank you for filling the world and space with positivity and joy. It means so much to so many. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here.
Oh, Rachel, thank you.
It's such a sweet note.
It is. Thank you so
That's
much.
really nice.
I am grateful for the opportunity to do that. I've it's been a remarkable journey, and I intend to continue for as long as I can. Thank you. Cheers to that. Thank you, Adrian. And yes, Steven Universe. Oh my gosh. Yet it is. Are you excited for Lars of the Stars?
Yeah, if you like the Lars arc, which by the way is one of the most like low key,
Because again, Lars is not a villain, but he's
just-
very selfish.
he's just kind of a jerk.
He's
you
just
know?
he makes decisions based on his comfort and his satisfaction. He doesn't think about other people. And boy, that arc is great. And
And,
it's
like,
a slow
Sadie-
burn. It's a slow burn.
Sadie, the other character, the donut store that he works with, who's like maybe in love with him, maybe not, who knows. She has almost the exact opposite arc.
Mm-hmm.
That she starts off
stepped
as like
on.
not caring about herself, not like standing up for herself, and then she becomes Sadie of Sadie Killer and the Suspects. And maybe my favorite moment in all of Steven Universe is her discovery moment. Because, like, number one, the song funky, like weird, kind of like
Tired from work.
post ska, like
Yeah.
you know, like little bit of like bedroom lo-fi beats in there. Like it's a cool song, and like her figuring it out while all the members of the
K-pop.
band are like adding their pieces to the
Yeah.
song is so.
It's beautiful.
freaking good.
It's beautiful.
It's a really good scene.
I love art and storytelling. It is so important. People are like,
I haven't seen.
people want to like, devalue art and say it's frivolous and say it's all, like not important. But I don't know, like something touching your soul and the way that you view yourself and your place in the world is heckin' important. And the bonkers thing to me is that this world compensates those art makers by large companies saying we can sell ad space on that.
Right.
So therefore we'll pay you money for that. It's so crazy to me that commercials pay for that because we as a society are so used to these large conglomerate companies being like, here is the art that we deemed palatable to our advertisers and
Safe
and,
enough
yeah,
to pass on to you.
and it's crazy. But you know what? Twitch, where you can subscribe directly and support directly, we are kind of subverting that. I do get some ad revenue from Twitch. It's not
I mean,
much. You might notice I don't run a ton. I run the ads that they require, but I don't run more ads. There's always like,
there was
hey, you can make.
There's one time where they're like, we'll do like a bonus thing. We'll really kick up the ad revenue if you really push it. And we're like, oh, well,
Yeah,
we'll
we
try
did
one
it that
time.
one month, and then they were like, and
We'll
now
see.
it's back down. I'm like, I'm not gonna do
But
that.
even with that 1 month, even with the like the bonus like amount, it was not much. It was a very small amount compared to the
And it would have
actual
been
direct
larger if I was one of
donations.
those huge channels. Like, I get it. I
guess,
get
yeah,
how
yeah.
that's how capitalism and math work. But anyway, what I'm saying is I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for this platform, even though it's not perfect. It's not perfect. Nothing in this world is.
And K-pop fan mom is grateful to Rachel Darling Endeavors for saying nice, genuine things to make up for her and Green Bam.
Well, hello, Erasmus.
The
Are you
rascals.
frog pondering things?
Welcome.
I think that's a good ratio for us. You know, two rascals to one sweet and genuine.
Perfect.
It comes out about right, I think.
That's us. That's us, baby. All right, we've been genuine enough. Let's get back to some Pokemon assessments. Okay, so we said Metapod, maybe not easily balloonable. What about Butterfree? I would say yes. I say Butterfree. The wings would be not as detailed. I wouldn't be able to get the veining in there as much. But like again, for what I'm doing, number 12, Butterfree.
How many do you want to do per video?
That's an excellent question. I mean, it depends on how long. Like, is there a length of video we're aiming for? What do you think? What is a good
so
length of
in my
YouTube video?
in
for
my
that?
head, you're
We
probably
don't-
gonna do a 10-minute video
Mhm.
with 10 Pokemon, and each question is a 1 minute, or each.
I mean, 1 minute's kind of long,
well,
frankly. Like,
but
if
it's
we're-
four 15-second sections,
true.
because what you're doing is
What I want to do is edit one build. Like I recorded Meowth, Ghastly, and Growlithe. So I'd like to see like what feels like too long of watching one particular step.
Well, because you're doing something different than you have before.
Right. I'm not trying
This
to do the
is
fast edit thing. I'm trying to do
this is a
how
game.
fast can you get it.
And so what you need to do is you need to have a game structure
True.
that is comprehensible
and a
and
template.
playable by
Children.
children watching on their own. And so 1 minute, 4 15-second stages in like a, 10 points, 7 points, 3 points, 1 point or whatever.
I feel like what are your thoughts, chat, if you have any? And I know you've seen those videos where it's like, how fast can you guess the Disney character that I'm drawing?
Because
and then they'll start drawing it, or like I've seen one where it's like this person draws like clues to the character, like they're not drawing the character, but they'll draw like an apple, a wishing well. These are too obvious, but you know what I mean. Like they're drawing like things that if you put it's not a word puzzle or an image word thing, but it's similar to that, where it's like, how soon can you get the character I'm referencing based on what I'm drawing? Like, how long do those usually last, do you think? And again, this is for children or at least like tweens.
Right. And if you put on your trivia host brain, think about how when you were hosting trivia, you would have to ask the question, re-ask the question, and then give them
some
time. And
to discuss amongst the group.
And yeah, of course they're discussing amongst the group, but it's kids, and you got to like. So step one, if you're just showing the balloons,
yeah,
then they got to look at the balloons,
we can do some research
think about
and
the
look
color,
and see how other successful videos have done it and how much time they give them. So I'm not gonna. Yeah, Puzzle says the poker app was broken 150 into 15 groups, which is what 30 Pokemon per thing. That's kind of a lot for me, because honestly, I don't know. Well, let's see. I'm gonna go down this list and see how many. I did 3, and that took me like a whole, maybe like a couple hours, 2 hours to do 3. And this is like getting all the balloons ready and then filming it. And this doesn't count like I had done the prototyping earlier.
Yeah, so I think 10, because again, if it's a game, you got to have enough that you feel like you got a sense of it. And if it's each one is a minute, then your video is going to end up being 11 minutes or something.
Right.
With like a little bit of intro, a little bit of outro.
Well, we could also have like
over the 10-minute.
But we could have
that I think
a 5-minute video, and then we just do a 5-minute, 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 and then stitch it all together for like here's the playlist, the master playlist of however many we did. So it's not. But anyway, that's what we're dealing with. Yes, Jigglypuff is on the list, although we haven't reached that part of the Pokedex yet. Weedle is balloonable, I would say. The horn on the head is a little tricky because it comes to a point, but I think I can do it.
Yandy and his dad have been doing some blacksmithing recently.
I love
He's been watching a lot of videos. Spent a lot of time as a kid thinking about the nature of art. Thinking about connecting to such an ancient art really underlines how fundamental to humanity art is. I realized we moved back into Pokemon, but I did have to get the thoughts out. 100%.
No.
When you're being thoughtful, it sometimes takes time, and it doesn't move at the same speed as like the conversation of other folks.
ADHD is it's a fun existence. I think Kakuna is more doable than Metapod, which is interesting. It's because of the no like spiky bits on it,
Sure.
But Kakuna, definitely doable. And what about Beedrill? The drills are tricky. I don't know if I could do the drills. I'm gonna say no on this one, just for
first pass, just do the stuff that seems most natural.
Yeah, exactly. Like here's the thing. The point on the head of Weedle is not at like Beedrill, like those stabby bits are like the whole thing. Like yes, it's and the stinger, like they're very much a part of like why this is a Pokemon. Weedle having a little bump on his head, like otherwise, but he's still like got that caterpillar kind of body, and still would be recognizable without that. Let's see here. Oh, Pidgey. Pidgey is number 16. What do I think about Pidgey? Pidgey. I think I could. The tricky part is like the dark shape around the eyes, but I could just marker that. It wouldn't be shaped exactly right, but I can do a Pidgey. I'm gonna say yes. Yes on Pidgey. Now Pidgeotto. I can't spell. Pidgeotto. Okay. Oh, you're right, mister. It's about 120. You know what? Let's go for another, like, 10. So I'll go for 5 minutes, then we'll find a raid. How about that? How about that? Well, how about that? Okay, friends, we're going to try and wrap this up by 1:30 Pacific time, which gives us a little less than 10 minutes here. I'm going to say Pidgeotto, definitely doable. And Pidgeot. Pidgeot. Is it Pidgeot or Pidgeot? Yeah, I mean, if this one's doable, then this one would be doable. They're very, very similar. So, yes. 18. Pidgeot. Yes. Balloonable. Rattata. Yeah, I think Rattata is doable. I might not have the mouth open in my version, because open mouth is always a little trickier. But if we're just talking like a purple rat with a blush kind of underbelly, very doable. Rattata. Oops. Here we go. Yes. What about Raticate? Look how cute. I definitely would need to do the mouth open for Raticate, but the teeth in the middle would be the real clincher. But yes, definitely doable. How about Spearow? 21.
That's right.
Spearow.
Former Vice President of the United States of America, Spearow T. Pokemon.
Oh boy. Spearow is yeah. I mean, like again, if we're the beak is a little more elaborate, but again with the balloon, I think I get a little bit of leeway to not be perfect. I do my best. And then whoa, Fearow, dang you, like the Pidgey to Pidgeotto to Pidgeot, they all look very similar. Spearow to Fearow. Very different. Also, now I'm hearing the Hercules Muse. Spearow to Fearow. Anyway, Fearow. Is he doable? Possibly the beak. It would be a little bit tricksy, but I'll say yes. I'm in a generous mood. Good old Ekans. Again, if its mouth was closed, yes, I can do Ekans. Now, Arbok, a little more elaborate, but I like the idea of making the markings in the hood there. It would be tricky. I'm gonna say yes, but this might be one that I need to put like a yes question or something, because to imply that like it would require some, like some are yes because it's like I know exactly what I do, and some of them are like I bet I could, but I would need to do some prototyping, which I will need to do with them all. And then of course number 25, Pikachu. I think I can make a Pikachu, no problem.
Pika, Pika.
Yes. Now, the interesting thing is, Raichu, those ears with that little curl, I don't know, buds. That's actually really challenging. I don't know if I can make Raichu, which is a bummer because, like, I would love to be able to make Pika's thing. Starbucks. Oh my gosh, Jen, that's hilarious. Pidgeot. Okay. Thank you, K-pop. Yeah, he's only number 25, apparently. 26. Raichu. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no on this first round. All right, Mr. Sharp, do you have a pleasant raid for us to bring our wonderful group of human beings to?
Sure.
What are you thinking about?
Delio Mac.
I think we've been there. What
I
remind
think it's been a
me?
while. He's a wood carver.
Ooh, yeah. Speaking of connecting to art forms from our ancient past.
Yeah, and he's an older gentleman, and I believe it's his
Oh, right.
granddaughter
Is
who
he
like mods for him.
Scandinavian of some?
He's Ukrainian.
Ukrainian. Okay. I was remembering like a European. And then is it? I believe like his daughter set up the channel for
I think
him
like his
or
granddaughter.
something? Like
yeah.
granddaughter. Yeah, yeah.
Daughter or granddaughter. One of, yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, you're gonna love it. The artwork that he has that he makes is just stunning. And again, just like obviously like a family tradition, a very, this is like an artisan, a master craftsperson that we're going to go visit. Can you remind me how to spell Delio Mac?
DELIOMAK.
Perfect. Friends, we are about to go raiding into a Ukrainian wood carver, an elderly gentleman who does some fantastic art. You are going to love it. Thank you so much for all of the support we got today. Ixie, hi and good night. You don't need to dox yourself, Ixie, but what time zone are you in? We're Pacific time zone here in California. So for us, it's only like 1:30 in the afternoon. But that's probably why you caught us on our Thursday nighttime stream, because it was more of a reasonable time for you. Yeah. We will. So Thursday. Well, I guess that would maybe be Friday morning for you, depending on where on the globe you are. Those are a good stream for you to catch. I'm so glad you found us. Oh no, you're Mountain Time. Oh, never mind.
Mountain Time.
Wait, the distant regions of Mountain.
The forgotten
actually very
time
close to
zone
us.
of America.
Toxic Princess. Yeah, hi, good night. Hi, bye. No, it's all good. Oh, busy with the. Wait, what? You mean children take up your time?
No one respects Mountain Time Zone.
They really don't.
Like,
Well, here's the thing. They
Eastern-
called it Eastern, Pacific, Central, and you're like, that's it. We got
Right.
the East, we got the West, we got the Middle.
right?
But Mountain just sneaks in there, and I forget about it every time.
And also, like, Eastern is clearly the #1 time zone in America. West Coast is number 2. And then Central, because we're like, oh, yeah, we're in the Central. Like, it's in the middle.
We're in the center. It's just
Mountain Time Zone.
it's just
I lived
not
in
okay.
I lived in Colorado for a time, so these are
we're
Ancient
pro
grievances.
Mountain Time visibility.
How dare you?
Oh,
forget
and
the
Kate
good
did
people
also
of the
Mountain Time.
mountains.
Every 1 to 2 hour thing. Oh, in Canada. Oh, Canada. Fantastic. Well, say hello to your little ones for us. I hope they got a chance to see some of the SharpBalloons videos on YouTube. I hope they like them. Blairheart, you live somewhere that doesn't adhere to daylight saving, so you bounce between Central and Mountain just to be confusing.
oof.
Yeah, is that Arizona?
Arizona,
is it? Or-
Indiana,
Wow, a few. Oh my gosh.
and maybe one more.
Everyone loves Canadians. Tally ho, you as well. Saskatchewan, Flareheart. Look at y'all. Friends. I love Canadians. I love Canada in general. I need to go there.
She is laying the
it's been a long
groundwork
time.
for us to sneak across the border when that time comes.
Exactly. I need to become. The last year has really boosted my motivation to be qualified as an extraordinary alien or whatever it is. You know, where I'm like, yeah. You probably want me in your country, don't you?
Meanwhile, I've just been working on my Canadian accent.
You do a great job, Mr. Sharp.
Yeah, I was born here in Saskatchewan, but I moved to Manitoba just to get some work.
I believe you. I believe you. We'd be welcome. Thank you, Flareheart. Thank you. All right, friends, we are going to. Kate did that. The high bye. I know, man, this is like a good time for people, huh? Bummer. Well, enjoy the rest of our day. We will. We will. Friends, thank you so much for all of the wonderful, sweet, kind things that you said. Thank you for all of the support. We got Rachel Darling Endeavors resubbed with Prime. We had a hype train. Ryoki cheered. K-pop fan mom cheered. Puzzles Puzzles resubbed. Weston Soda resubbed. Heather Bear resubbed. K-pop gifted 5 subs. Raji gifted 5 subs. Dan Lewis kicked it all off by gifting a sub to Raji themselves.
Rachel
Thank you
Osmond.
so much. Green Bam resubs. Yay, yay, yay. For 50 months. 5-0. It's so spectacular. Borkware also. And K-pop. Thank you. You guys. I feel so loved. And that is measuring love.
Tell you how I also love how these streams bring people from all over the world together.
It is
It's
kind of
fun.
neat, isn't
It's
it?
fun to have people from the UK in here talking to us. It's fun to have people from the Philippines.
I didn't realize it. I was very America-centric my whole life until I joined the balloon community and started going to conventions where I would meet balloon twisters from around the world. And then I realized, oh, America's not the best country. You get raised with that mentality where you're like, well, we make all the movies, so we're basically
We
we
meet
must
a
be
lot
the
of
best.
Aussies
Everyone wants to
because
be us. No.
on the
People
other side of
want
the globe,
healthcare.
it's like a good time for like our morning streams or their nighttime streams, and we're like,
Exactly.
hey.
All right, friends, we are about to head out to Deliomac. Again, a wonderful Ukrainian woodcarver. Have a great rest of your time zone. Bye. We love you. Bye so much. Bye. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.